Abusia efa eye chema Wontumi ni case no ho no. Yes, chema Wontumi atumi akopie mu ewo eye Nsawam prison na oko 20 years with hard labor. Ene eye legal expert bako aba abonten e de nsem e de ba batudwa. Na ne komo na odi no abusia kyese ensem no ano edi ye. Na odi kan edi nkomo efa eye Attorney General, yes, Dominic Ayini. Efa eye ni na efa eye chema Wontumi ni case no ho. Na busia owie na osanso ede nsem etudwa reasons a amachema Wontumi etumi ekopie mu ewo eye nsawom no odini na so de atudwa. Yes. Ekwan a efa so achema Wontumi kopie ho no odini na de atudwa. Ekwan a efa so achema Wontumi ye man 20 years no obusia osanso abie ni na so. We de ma me kasanwa me ma me kasanye tete. Eni de no bu kwan so ha era so aye be me de agiche be so wase ene de ko de channel so be so subscribe there my notification bar so for podcast update yenko na yentie eye legal expert ne nsemo a abusia odi atudwa efa eye yen Attorney General Dominic Ayini chema Wontumi ene eye ye maame Sadinam Tamaklo ho emra sesia
and criminal jurisprudence no no accused person the burden of proof no say wo prosecution so it had na wo case way e me prove innocence.
That was his first press conference, and I called him out. I said, what is this Attorney General talking about? He has no idea what he's saying because the law as we know it, he is innocent. You have to prove him guilty. So for you to say to allow the accused person to prove his innocence means you have no idea what you're talking about. And I came out and I called him out and I said, what kind of Attorney General is this? I called him out. I mean, when you lie, I'll call you out. I don't fear nobody. I'll tell you the truth. There's no legal principle that is accused person has to prove his innocence. And only problem I want Chairman Wontumi case because we had the judgment in Tamaklo's decision. All an accused person has to be I'm not talking. So one prosecutor or another prosecution, only someone proven the guilt. And where there is conclusive evidence that the accused person may just answer certain questions and you convict him, then he comes to give evidence. In most jurisdictions, for example in America, or no accused person, my friend witnesses, but he himself will not come into the box and testify. Because there are certain information that only he can give. And without him giving, you cannot convict him. I'm going for example. Chairman Wontumi's case, I never also the Nassau movie. Abaso, Ababa Yejuba. Fine. But it tells us that the assassin is not Chairman Wontumi assassin. Assassin is a quantum mining there, which is a separate legal entity.
Quantum mining also belongs to Chairman Wontumi.
No. Until fair, Chairman Wontumi, nobody knew that Quantum mining, Chairman Wontumi Inquadia. Because it was a company and it has other director and a director. It's Chairman Wontumi that came no, and Omubusa certain questions no, and the ma Omunya judge the case one fellow starts to test. And on the basis of that, the ma judge the committee no. But you see, that is a problematic area. Because you are using his own way to convict him. The law says you can't do that.
Oh.
I don't know if you are following what I'm saying.
It's your pa.
Giving evidence. There's no way the woman could have lifted the veil and convicted Chairman Wontumi. So that in itself is an error. That's a ground for appeal.
The Obia Ojina baby can say one the trial judge head in a conviction Chairman Wontumi no or you're right per the okay.
Absolutely, because in the end, you know, after Chairman Wontumi gave evidence, so he used Chairman Wontumi's evidence to convict him. I don't know if you're following.
But the you know prosecution no. Ono no kwa do award board nya no na da bia ekọ etia the accused person. I don't know how you use accused person there to convict him.
That's a matter for appeal. I don't think the man said the judges are saying that based on the evidence before them, you could not have convicted Sednam. So based on the prosecution evidence before the court, they could not have convicted Chairman Wontumi. Because if anybody has done something wrong, it was Akunda mining, which had nothing to do with Chairman Wontumi.
Anna Unche
was the director.
Akunda mining so say ye Chairman Wontumi company or establish here.
Yes.
It is Emma say a company ni so director se no wo no Chairman Wontumi so din ka ho na ba ko so ye friend no Kwame Antwi ni kwa ye hwe na ye hu no.
Yes. And in Kwame Antwi na ye hu no. Chairman Wontumi amagina da kama ko menya za evidence Kwame Antwi ye hu no. Did Chairman Wontumi have to help them to convict him or not? That's the question. The law says you don't. I don't know if you're following. You don't have to help anybody to convict you. So the prosecution could not have convicted, or the court could not have convicted Chairman Wontumi if he had not helped them. I think that's how I should put it.
The young can say, a brand now or lawyers are one more defense lawyers, you know. One more who the year came to avert the SCA.
Kwame, I know the mean I don't know, I have no idea. When you are, yes, it will just start into the church here. And it's not fair for me to be criticizing his lawyers.
They take 1 minute to buy and to okay, if it is said you're okay here, then it means the defense lawyers did a poor job.
Well, that's a matter for them, because it will be unfair. In the cases, it will be unfair for people to be criticizing us. When we are in the middle of it, we did the best we could. And to me, I cannot criticize them because they thought they did their best. But it's up to the general public to decide. I don't know what I say.
Just pa. And yeah, we here. It is not just a Chairman Wontumi, but it's the lawyers are filing appeal. There is an appeal, no, ensure kakra. Bet me abuana man ba out of me boy.
Well, that's how I see it. Because when the property are your company there, yeah. How do you convict an individual when that property doesn't belong to the individual? Unless you go to the extent of listening to the bill.
I contain mining for concession. So concession so no it belong to Chairman Wontumi. Ama wo no abeka se eyene de ya.
Until so be na came no. Wa me wo.
People try mo cancel.
Yeah, na phone no sorry.
I me wo mpacho.
Until such a man won't be na came. Now there was no proof to say. There was only one director. There was no proof to say. Almost filed tax returns for Akunta mining for some time. All that evidence came from Chairman Wontumi. And that's what the Deputy Attorney General said. The question is, can you convict? Can you let somebody help you to convict him? The law says no. What's in the matter?
Council, you're ready and also ebesie na say I'm still now my is still languishing in a prison custody. Mammy said na atenu ebe yon.
Oh, but master, maybe the lawyer was prison custody. In your local as well. Bobby.
So
yes, I will be presumed because a year. That's my way. And who would you presume because that's my way? The lawyer who was a minute. They want the politician. How? But I mean, lawyer need the power.
Okay, that's just what you need this whole fee.
Of course. Oh, dear. Oh, relax the client on the cheap. Our energy. And remember, I had a wild goose chase. So, which me after new idea amount, then you go and chase it. Any business expedition, you go without any to be running around like a headless sheep suddenly I cannot. And let's not waste our energy on it. The woman is at home. The lawyer is in the woman who will pay. So why should we go and believe fellas who pursue quite? We are wasting our time.
A bank as a mouthful.
And I'm saying the lawyer don't answer any or ban a casa mouthful. Will be watching a court at Jaco. Will be watching a court that could secure a complete exoneration of his clients. Why a good job? And I a good job. It will no casa, it's all fair than a politician.
Okay. And yeah, Mamma was your counsel.
I mean,
Counsel lawyer Kwame Adofo and the enemy treating okay 10.7. Said your bomb and Mania and Rano. Chairman General of the NDC, Yewa Johnson, a Sedun Ketia, Abakayan Sa. Na sir, ye man most general. There's a general sitting now on any of them. Any a man, obey a chairman, ye man, chairman general. Aha, now no pay a sound lunch for say about most chairman general. Internet is a chairman general who do holding the most chairman general is in the house. Your Wabeka Yensa Ewo studio ha. Ye de enkomo ahodo e be hyehyɛ so enti fe onua na onua so fe onua
yo me da se mefa akwanya so achia atifo na ansane e be hye ye nkomodi ase no so no me pese me de akwanya so e be kai inuano ma afi pepe penie omukonya wimushen enkwanhia ema NDC akukudam ebe nan ehwere wo munkwa na aye soja force a wo mo bo oman hu bai miensa wo mo so etoe nchire minua omane boama Dr. Sambo Sapong na alaji no mienu wo munyina ehwere wo munkwa na afi ye parliamentary candidate ya na ye nyina ye nimse wo win election ne abuati ano ewo oboase na yedi asem na akodan court yenkan wie ya ono so nyame efre no ejina kwanya so na mama bushafo nyina sebe na mabompa yesu senya nkopon emfa wo mukra ensi yi na yemra wasem no so NDC ejina na so pa ye hihye ne bibia ewo na kwamu aba ye besre ye ma Ghana fo ye adom etumae no so no sede ye mamuo no ekono ye ni age ho aningwase enkan ye ye bompa ye se nyame no a obe koso asuso ye musa sede be amfie nan no be so no ye benya good story e de akire Ghana fo se aba ye sre mamotomae no ya nkoguma ni mase ba bia yatimi apaja oman no efri sade na etie no aba bidro enie enti NDC jane na so
eno na sawutie abi before mu fra ba mu amomo ba ya wo mo se ade na ye kasa nko a mo ba ye pa no mo fa mo sankyira de ba akose wei afene fa ne akire nie wei ni ayo was it promises in nyina yeguso ye beyo ne ade minim ya wutibi
tibi na me de masem ne se bibi koso na papa omo se ujina nche na se nkwan we da se de wodie no netimi edi hu adanse
okre
enti Ghana fo nyina na eti oman no mu ene ese enema ekoyie enti se ujina nche na ususu se enkoyie ma wa says kabima mi kabia mamu de obia wo ne opinion me tibi na esan say me gidi say na ebra o muti akonwa so na akwanya eda ho a wo munya sika bi edi a enye ne kwan so no enti ene se sa akwanya no asi a yo beka ne say ade no enkoyie efu say ye kan bia no nya ndc fo na ye de ya no kan amamfo eye opinion polls wo mo kire wo mo to atwa na fo nyina adwene se amamu no ekosai dodo no a sujitum se de ekono eye pa enunti se wo mo a na wo munya sikafunu bibia ene ho kwan asi no se wo mo gyina ba bi se wo mo abrabo mu asesa enye papa na chese eno hye mkuran se de yeye no enam ne kwan so pa.
I see. Mamimra ebra mo bay na mo ka oral say ye ba ye be ye say num ne ade ade enwofo se da bi mo ba ye ene nipa bia no mo gina court obi ti say Dr. Puninum bi ti say Sedu Agongonum e bi ti say Honorable Collins Dauda mo ene ade ade Attorney General beka say wa file no le prosecute mo ja wo mo nyina ekọ mo ja wo ko ya mo da ne kire opposition for no so ana mo chi wo mo tumu ba akokora ne